We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's an old-school battle in the Keystone State of Pennsylvania. The Eagles and the Steelers are underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go. Set. 180. Here we go. Mike. Alert, alert. Mike 53. Okay,
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards that time, but a Pittsburgh first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First carry for James Conner. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Conner. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Easy, easy. Jack 16.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Steps away to his left. He'll get that one complete to Conner. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Ready? Like 80. Connector. Connector.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Like 80. Alert, alert.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
All day, every day, any day.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. This is Howard on 2nd down. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Wentz going to throw. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go counter with Howard. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Buying time to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Here we go. 53's the mark. Hey, exit. 53. Defense wins championships, baby. 53's the mic. 53 is the mic. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to...
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson there to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the 2nd quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, box truck.
Now Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. On On second down, Connor looking for space. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Roethlisberger will throw. Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Throwing again on second down. Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 4 yards the pickup, first down. On first down, Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Wentz's throw into the hands of Aguilar. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Wentz to throw again. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Here we go, back. 280, 82. Hey, empty.
Now a play fake. Wentz. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
Hey, wahoo!
They do go for it. It's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt and the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Ready? 66.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Vance McDonald, 26 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Throwing is Wentz. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Go. Check out. Bravo.
Now Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. But now it's 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Check it backer, check it backer. Kill. Turn it up. Kill.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Forward, Tokyo. A great finish. What's up?
Now Wentz again. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Tyson. Sunday.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. Aguilar has it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he is out of bounds here. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Howard all alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal.
Not today, you are. Not today.
Hey, check right. Watch it decline. In your face.
Again, it's Wentz. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On first, they go right back to Howard. There to make the tackle, Steven Nelson.
Two jet. 74. Hey, Charlie.
Brings up second and 8 at the 38-yard line.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50.
You ain't doing nothing.
From the 38, Wentz. And he finds Howard complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Wentz now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. To throw is Wentz. Ertz has it left side. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Steelers. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 52 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 72 yards. As his guys are back within a single score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
50.
Again, a run with counter. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Roethlisberger will hand a counter. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Middle. Here we go.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Here we go.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll go with Snell here on 1st down. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Roethlisberger. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
They'll run on 1st down. Connor, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
66. Hey, dude.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it down to the 32. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Boswell's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Throwing now is Wentz. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This pass complete. Wentz to Ertz. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Wentz. Blitz coming, and And down he goes. T.J. Watt in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going to let it fly. This is caught. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now Wentz. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd down and goal. Wentz, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 3 yards out, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Back to throw.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if